All right. It is the first Honglu burn ID ever. This one doesn't count. I think there was also a new reflectrial as well. So I might check that out after looking at the ID, but I definitely want to look at the ID first. Okay. So, okay, let me just make sure everything's good. Okay. All right. So, 6 base power, 7 coin power. Okay. Oh, all right. Okay. If the speed is faster by 2 or more coin power plus 1. All right. So, I mean, that's not horrible. It is only 1 coin power, but I mean, then I guess he does gain up to 3 clash power, but I really don't care about clash power. What's really important though is this, reuse. Because reuse means that even though it's only 1 coin, that means it's gonna have a higher number, but because it has reuse, that means it's basically getting a lot more power than it should. Because normally, like, all right, if we look at, let's say, Cinq, right? 3 base power, 4 coin power. It goes up to 2 coin power bonus. So that's 3 base power and 6 coin power, right? So that's 15 total. And with Honglu, that is 6 base power, 8 coin power with 2 coins. So that is, what is that? 16, 22? Hold on. Okay, wait, right. No, so that's just with attacking, not clashing. Clashing is 8, 3, 17. So it's still higher, and its damage numbers are going to be higher as well. So that's not terrible. The only thing is the reuse is conditional based. So he needs 3 Nerve Strike. And I don't know if... I don't know what the first stack is that applies. Like, I don't know if only 1 Nerve Strike builds up per turn. But at max conditionals, yeah, it's going to be good. But I'm just not sure how long it'll take for him to get to that max conditional. But... okay, skill 2. 6 base power, 5 coin power, and then gains up to 2 coin power. That's good. So then 6 and 7, okay. All right, and then gains final power instead of clash power. So final power actually does something aside from, well, clashing, as in it works for damage too. So 7 base power, 7 coin power with that. And there's a reuse on this as well. Is there a conditional? What's the reuse? 2 plus Nerve Strike. Okay, that's easier than 3. So that's fine. Because the skill also should be stronger. Because more coins and... well, I mean, it's kind of it. It just has more coins. It's stronger. Okay. So what is that going to clash at? 7, 7, 21, I think, right? And then, but then damage wise, it's like, I don't know, maybe 60 something. I don't know. It should be decent though. Maybe like, is it 63? Maybe, I don't know. Okay, anyways. Wait, actually, I'm pretty sure it's 63. Okay, that's a pretty solid number, actually. Anyways, skill 3. 5 base power, 4 coin power. Okay, that's like kind of the standard for 3 coin skills. But, and then, well, yeah, gaining 2 coin power is also kind of standard on that. But then having a reuse is very good. Wow, and only 1 nerve strike is needed. Okay. Alright. Then how much is this going to do? Wrath damage equal to burn on target times 2% of this coin's final damage, max 40%. Okay, so it caps percentage based, not damage based. So burn on target times 2%. So that's 20. So 20 burn is max conditional for this. So, I mean, okay, that's fine, I guess. Okay. Okay, clashing wise, it's gonna be what? 5 and 18, 23, which isn't really crazy for clashing, to be honest. 23, yeah, that's, I mean, some skill 2s in the season are clashing at 23, so I don't know how I feel about that. I want to check the other Cinq IDs to see how they clash, but I mean, damage-wise, this is going to be good, but like clashing-wise, and that's kind of like the entire point of the Cinq IDs is they're really good at clashing because they have really easy conditionals when they're speed-based, but you know, when you start adding other things like poise and burn, when you're really, when is anyone going to use this on a burn team? I don't know. So then he's just left to do a generalist team, so then part of his conditionals is kind of gone. I mean, there's still the poise, but I don't know, is his poise gem good? Gain 3 poise, gain 3 poise count, 5 poise. Maybe? Gain poise equal to nerve strike. I don't know. I don't know how great that's gonna be. 4 and 10. Okay, 1 coin power. 1 coin power? Okay, sure. Gain 3 poise count. You get that on a skill 1. That's not... okay. Alright, I'll check the passives. Right, I forgot that you gain 1 clash power, 1 base power, 1 clash power, 1 base power. I forgot that you just gain 4 clash power total, 2 of those being from base power. I kind of forgot about that. So, okay. Oh, special effect. Poise gain. Oh, does he, maybe I spoke too soon. Maybe I spoke too soon. About everything, about both poise gain and clashing. Cause, wait, actually, is this for poise gain? Wait, no. Oh, this is the offensive thing. What does this do? Max stack, 2+ base skills gain. Okay, so he gains 1 more poise potency gain, 1 more poise count gain. I mean, that's fine. I don't know if that's really that crazy. I feel like offense level, that's one thing, but like especially if he's on a burn team, Sinclair and Mersault are on Dawn and Thumb IDs. Like they do not want to be running their Cinq IDs on a burn team because they don't have burn on their Cinq IDs. Like as a generalist team, yeah, they can be ran, but like, I don't really hear of people running generalist teams that often, unless maybe it's like story, but in almost all content, they're just not really used as much anymore. I mean, some content still uses generalist teams, and I can't think of one, to be honest. But I'm sure there is one, though. Sure there's at least one. But, you know, I feel like this nerve strike is definitely going to be very, very important. So it gains just 1 clash power, 1 poise. burn count, 3 sync IDs. Yeah, and the thing is, the offense level is on the first one, so like, you really only need 1 sync ID, I would think. Like, I don't know. I do also want to test him out. I'll see if I'm able to find a support ID with him, because he is also standard fare, so it's more likely that people would have sharded him as well. Okay, Nerve Strike. This is probably his best effect, because this is basically 4 clash power up. Well, 2 clash power, 2 base power, but that's like 4 power total for clashing. So that changes his clashing from. Okay, let's just check really quickly. Okay, this was 8, 3. Okay, 17 turns into 21 clash power on a skill 1. What was this? 21? I think it was. Coin power 2. Yeah. So 21 turns into 25, and then 23 turns into 27. So, I mean, yeah, that's fine. That's good, I guess. Just the last one. They don't stack? Wait, they don't stack? Wait, do they actually, hold on. Do they not stack? There's, oh my god, there's no way. Wait, that's so, why would they not stack? Okay, so this goes, oh my god. I was like, oh no, I said he wasn't that good, but now he's really good because he gains 4 power. If it's just 2 power, I don't really care. If it's just 2 power, because then this does, instead of 17, 19, instead of 21, 23, instead of 23, 25. That's like, it's not too crazy. I feel like, I don't know, I feel like just compared to all the other IDs released this season, just the numbers feel a little bit, well, actually, no, I want to say the numbers feel lacking, but then there's the coin reuses that really help with damage, but I simply did not calculate all those numbers just yet. Okay, let's keep looking at passives. Okay, Clash Win, if target has Nerve Strike, inflict Nerve Strike. Okay. Sure. Alright. Turn ends, gain 1 haste for every 3 poise potency on self. Oh, okay. Deal plus burn potency on targets, percent damage on critical hit. Max 15%? Okay, wait a minute. Increase max cap by 5% for every 1. That's only 30%? Really? They're capping it at 30%? Okay, that's a little bit disappointing, but alright. Okay, now the support passive, which is probably the most important part of the kit, because he's getting benched for literally everything on the burn team. He's not stepping on the field. Whoa. Don't have poise burn. I mean, there's the new Ryoshu, or like the seasonal Ryoshu, but like, I feel like there's just better teams that she can be on. Like, there is some poise burn. Well, there's like new Ryoshu, Cinq Dawn. Now this ID, what is there anything else that's poise burn? I don't know if there is. Okay, let me check the passive really quick. Oh, 3 times res? Really? It's not just resources owned? Seriously? One ally with fastest speed on Clash Win against enemies that have burn or unique burn, inflict 1 bind next turn. Nobody cares. Target has -4 or 4 minus burn count, also inflict +1 burn count. Okay. Target has 5 plus burn count, also inflict 3 burn. Also inflict 3 burn. 2-side target this turn. Hold on, you can't have both 4 minus and 5 plus burn. So what do you mean also? It's one or the other. That's okay. Unless if he has like a multi-coin attack, or if someone has a multi-coin attack and then they increase burn count and then apply potency in the same coin, is that? Yeah, I don't know if that's gonna cut it. I don't know if that's gonna cut it. Oh wait, it's only on Clash Win. Why does it say also? Oh, it's in addition to the one bind. Who needs one bind on the burn team? Who wants speed aside from the Cinq, which are not even... Okay, anyways. Oh wait, do the new Dawn office units want haste? I don't remember. Yoshu eats burn count like crazy. Oh, does she? Really? It's owned. Okay, I wanna double check that. Is it? There's no way. Oh my god. There's no way that this ID gets beat out on the burn team by this one, by Liu Honglu. Of all the IDs, this ID beats out this one. There's no way. There's no way. Dawn doesn't need haste. I feel like I remember something on this team needing speed. Was there no speed conditionals? Who am I thinking of that has speed conditionals? Okay, that's definitely not a speed conditional. Is there nothing in there related to... What ID am I thinking of? I have no idea. Yeah, there's absolutely nothing in there for speed conditionals. Not that I see, at least. Yeah, so the burn team does not need haste. I mean, there's Cinq Dawn, but like she's not really optimal in slot. It's the Thumb team, like Thumb Rhodia, Thumb Heathcliff, Thumb Mersalt, Dawn Sinclair, Dawn Faust, Dawn Gregor, and then either like Blade Ryoshu or Magic Ball Otis, or who else is even on this team? Why is Ishmael still on Liu? Does she not have another burn ID? Oh wait, she has... I mean, I guess technically she is middle. I don't know if I would count that. He has been using Liu on Liu. Supports in Season 1. No way, support could be as good with Clash Unconditional. Also no burn ID. Need speed conditionals. Okay, yeah. It's worth to get it. I'm gonna say no, low-key. Like, if you have the shards and really want a... Okay, here's the thing, right? The burn team is in a really good spot right now where they have their optimal team, and this Hong Lu is just not part of it. And his support passive, I do not think is really that worth it. Like, I mean, first of all, it only activates on Wrath Resonance, and it low-key, the Liu Honglu passive might actually just be better. Because if there wasn't as many like conditionals and requirements on the new passive, like if it wasn't based on resonance, and if it wasn't once per turn, and if it wasn't Clash Win, then it might have had a chance. But this one, it just is automatic more burn count being applied just for whatever. So it's like kind of, the new Honglu is in a really weird spot because I feel like he really wants to be on a Pierce generalist team. Pierce, right? Yeah. Like I feel like he really wants to be on a Pierce generalist team, but like we already have the full stop IDs, so I don't know if that's really... I mean, there is one... Like, the only reason why I would think people might slot him in on the burn team is to just have a usable 12th burn team member. Because right now, the burn team is... Not this exactly. It's... Well, the top row, except... Okay, so it's mostly this, but instead, like, we would swap out Blade Ryoshu, Thumb Heathcliff, Thumb Rhodia, and that's it. I don't know if there's a better burn ID for Ishmael right now. There's the middle ID, but I wouldn't really... That requires Envy. I don't think it would really work on the actual burn team. But so really, Liu Honglu is... Well, it was the only burn ID for Honglu, but the problem with it is it just sucks. Like, at Uptype 4, what is this clashing at? 12 at Uptype 4, I think, right? Wait, no, I just counted wrong. How did I do that? How did I get the number 12? 14. Wait, is that? Four. Yeah, okay, I don't know why. Okay, I don't know why we just have it. What is this? 7, 14, 21. Wait, that's the skill 3. Wait, is that? Oh, that's the skill 2. 14 on a skill 2, and 21 on a skill 3, and 11 on a skill 1. Yeah, this ID is not, like, is it literally usable? Yeah. Is it metaphorically usable? No, not at all. So if you want to have a chain battle, like if you want to do a chain battle fight with 12 usable sinners, you really do not want Liu Honglu in slot. And now this is the very first burn alternative, or Honglu ID with actual burn on it, that is, well, usable. So I feel like that's really the main point of this ID, is the fact that it's not Liu Honglu. But it's missing the passive, and I don't think he's going to be one of the primary slots on the burn team either way, because the burn team just has too many good members right now. Like, they have the Thumb, the Dawn Office, and then it's a choice between like Blade Ryoshu or Magic Bullet Otis, and those are just really good IDs for activating burn. And so then there's just not really a lot of other slots for other sinners. So I feel like Liu Honglu is just in a very rough spot right now. Like, maybe if he came out last season and was here before the burn team was already filled out, but at this point, like, I don't know. I mean, there's also the bonus of Sin Affinities. Like, he does have a Gloom skill 1, and Gloom is very, very uncommon on the burn team. So that's one thing, is that he has Gloom, so he can be a ego resource generator for Envy egos. Envy for Gloom egos. Was I saying Envy before? Gloom resources. So I never use more than 9 ITs in chain battles. That's something very necessary. I think another thing is, like, especially like whenever I was doing chain battles with a burn team, Liu Honglu is always in the last slot. So his support passive is just always active. So that means more burn count is just being applied constantly. And especially with Dawn Sinclair being a lot more usable now with buffs from the new Dawn Office members, and his skill 3 applying a lot of burn count. Like, this says 3 burn count, right? But he also gets 2 actually, yeah, he gets +2 attack weight. So 3 attack weight. So this is basically like 9 burn count. But then if you add on the support passive from Liu Honglu, this might actually be 18 burn count with 1 skill, potentially. I think, is that how it works? Does it add on every single count infliction? So then this would be +2 instead, and then 2, 3 times is 6, and then with 3 attack weight, that's 18. 18 burn count. That's a lot of burn count. And yeah. And then if that was with the other ID instead, that was with this ID, once per turn. I'm wondering if this activates. See now, if it activated not once per turn, like if it was the bind is once per turn and the rest activates like consistently, that might be a little bit different. Like if the +1 count was multiple times per turn and the inflict 3 count was multiple times per turn, and they weren't limited to the once per turn, like if that's just for the bind, that would be one thing, but it's still very strongly held back by the fact that it requires 3 Wrath Resonance, because that really hurts. Like requiring 3 Wrath Resonance, because a lot of the time on a burn team, you're saving the Wrath skills for like a huge chain of A resin where you're not constantly spamming 3 res, so it's like, I don't know, it feels like it's in a rough spot. Yes, it will be +6 burn count per target. Okay. Alright, yeah, that's good then. I mean, yeah, clashing is good. Damage I'm sure is fine, but Fire Fist upscale? Let me check Fire Fist really quick. Here he is. Consume, inflicting against 2 enemies. See now this, okay, this does have Wrath. I feel like the support passive of the new ID would be good with Fire Fists, but so is Liu Honglu. So is Liu Honglu. And I really don't like the fact that Liu Honglu might actually stay on the burn team. I was so excited to never have to see this ID ever again, just because of how awful it is. Like, if you look at its numbers, it's just so bad. Burn doesn't need count. I think burn used to be really good on count, but I feel like recently they have a lot of IDs that activate count and then consume burn count. Is there any, what am I looking for? Where is it? It's gotta be somewhere. Okay, I'm looking at the wrong, okay. Somewhere it's gonna say this. Okay, here. Activate burn on target, then reduce target's burn count by 1. Like, a lot of these effects are being added to IDs on the burn team recently. Although, I think burn count does just tank it, because there is a lot of burn count. Like, more burn count than needed by quite a bit. So I do think it is definitely possible that this can be slotted in regardless for the 3 burn potency as opposed to the burn count. Everlasting. Which was Everlasting again? Is that the... I'm thinking of the Faust Ego. Does the Faust Ego do anything with burn count? Faust. Everlasting. Is there... burn count? I feel like I'm looking at the wrong thing. What am I... Tremor Scorch? Oh! Tremor Scorch eats burn count? I did not know that. How did I not know that? On Tremor Burst, take wrath damage equal to that. And lose 1 burn count. Okay. I see. Ah, okay. On Tremor Burst. Oh, wait, so that means burn is activating by half when applying Tremor Burst. Hold on, I did not... Oh. Oh. This is a lot better than I thought it was. I've completely forgot about that. Oh my god, the burn team is so good. The burn team is just so good. And you know what they don't need? They do not need Poise Burn, because right now everything is Tremor Burn. But, I mean, I guess they could use the support. But I feel like they don't do Wrath Resonance that often. Not gonna lie. Like, they just don't. Especially with the new IDs, because all of the Wrath Resin is on the skill 3. So it's like, they're only going to be activating this on their skill 3s, when I feel like most of the time their highest like count applications are on like the skill 1 and 2s. I feel like the skill 3s are mainly just for like damage or popping burn. So for that to be what activates the application doesn't really make sense, I guess. Modern burn team, favorite. Modern burn team is really good right now. Like, I think it definitely competes with the House of Spiders team. Actually, I don't know if I can say that just yet, because I don't have any team. I need to shard more IDs. I'm missing so many right now. It's crazy. Oh well, I'll probably shard them all maybe like a week before the season ends. We'll see. But yeah, Honglu is in a really interesting spot right now. I wonder... You know what? I'm gonna make a poll. Engage. Start a poll. Which would you use if you had both? One answer is Cinq. One answer is Liu. I'm so curious about this. Which, like, because they both are like kind of, I mean, not the same, but I feel like neither of them are actually gonna be on field that much. So it's like, if you're not really using either of them, what's the point in sharding a 3-star that is a standard fair ID? Oh, hold on. I want to test something. I just remembered something I've been holding on to. Here, let me end the poll. How do I... Oh, it's the end poll button. Okay. Liu Honglu won with 2 votes and 100%. Okay, there's something I've been holding on to since the season three, since the year 3 anniversary event, and that is this, the nominable ticket. Standard fare identities and identities. So this says standard fare identities and identities from season 1 to 6. But this is the first time an ID has been released as standard fare in season 7. So I want to see if this is usable on standard fare identities for season 7. Let's see. Okay, let's go to Honolulu. Standard fare. I don't think so. I don't think it is working. It's a little bit unfortunate, but I mean, at least we know now. Is there a standard fare section? Oh, this is it. Oh, okay, yeah. So it's just not available. That's fine. That's fine. I actually didn't want the ID anyway. Yeah, whatever. Where did I even get? Where did this come from? I mean, I'll take it. Okay, whatever. All right. So I don't know. I feel like overall, it's a decent generalist ID, but I don't think it's like anything crazy. I mean, it's good, it's solid, but it just feels like it's lacking in synergy. Yeah, they've released a lot. Yeah, this is the first season. This is the first standard fare of the season. I think it might be. I feel like every other thing this season has been, well, seasonal. I mean, I guess they did have a lot of characters from what, Kanto 9 and event stuff. They really put a lot of content out this season. Like Project Moon, they just do not slow down. They just keep going, and it's great. Reuse conditional is kind of chill though, only 1%. Yeah, for the skill 2 and 1 though. One nerf strike. Yeah, I'm kind of surprised that it's the opposite way around. Like being 1 on the skill 3, 2 on the skill 2, and then 3 on the skill 1 is a little bit odd. Like you would think it would be the other way around, but I guess it does make the skill 1 a lot stronger. You know, I think that was for Railway, to be honest. Because is that an event? It's not an event. It's not an event. Oh yeah. You know, now that you mentioned, I think I remember that one time when Yi-Song just popped Dimension Shredder canonically during the Kanto and then shredded all over the place, and then started splitting dimensions and then making 4 different portals and then having a boss fight on a train. That part of the Kanto, that was crazy. Yeah, why is he not in the event side? I don't understand that part. I mean, there was a Dimension Shredder Abno, I think, in the Kanto, but like Yi-Song did not. That should be an event. That should be an event. They should be relating that to Railway. I don't know. Low-key, I thought that was gonna be in standard fare when I first saw it, because you would have expected it to be in seasonal. That makes no sense. Okay, that's a little bit odd. but okay, I want to see if I can test the ID. Let's do, okay, let's just go with no team. Okay, let's still have my Railway 2 team on for some reason. I don't know why. Is Railway runs gonna stay forever? Yeah. Yeah. He should have been standard fare. Low key. You know what? High key. High key should have been standard fare. Okay, does anyone have a Cinq Honglu? There's gotta be someone with a Cinq Honglu. There's gonna be someone. Alright, I'm gonna get within 3 attempts. See, this is the real gotcha of Limbus. Is the support IDs. 3, 2, 1. Okay, now. Alright, now. Oh, okay, and now. Alright. You know, what are the chances that literally nobody wants this ID? Like, what are the odds that everyone agrees that the ID is just so mid that nobody wants the ID? Cinq Honglu with Maestro. Oh, was there one? Did I miss it? This is why there should be an option to just turn off facades in this game. Oh my god. There definitely was one and I just missed it. Okay, I'm actually gonna hit pity on this. Oh my god, now that I remember that facades exist, I have to actually read every single one of the names instead of just glancing over the pictures. Oh my god. It's horrible. I don't see one. Okay, I think nobody wants this ID. Like, I actually am just starting to think that just nobody wants this ID, like, at all. I just think people don't want this ID. Not a single... I'm not seeing a single one. I mean, there's no way I'm sharding it. I actually want to get useful things this season. Oh my god. There's no one that has it. Nobody wants this ID. Oh my god. And it's standard fare too, so people can shard it now. I don't think I'm gonna be able to test it. Oh my god. Yeah, no, I don't think anyone has it. Hello. Yeah, I don't think anyone has this ID. Yeah, I'll give it 5 more tries. 1. Nope. 2. That's not Honglu. 2. Nope. 3. Nope. 4. Nope. Last try. 5. Yeah, nobody wants this ID. Just nobody wants the ID. They just don't want it. They oh my god. Can make a burn, poise, bleed team now. Burn, poise, bleed. No one even wants to start immediately. You want it? What is the burn, poise, bleed team looking like? Like, what is on that team? I mean, obviously Blade Ryoshu, but yeah, let's say Blade Ryoshu, Cinq Dawn, Cinq Honglu. So that's 3 poise, 3 burn, and then it needs 2 burn bleed, 2 bleed poise. Yeah, it needs 2 burn bleed, 2 bleed poise. Captain Ishmael. Is Captain Ishmael? I don't think she has poise. She has. Oh. Ew. What is that? Attack end? Attack end to gain poise? If target is staggered or defeated, you gain poise? Never anywhere else? What kind of a poise ID is that? How? Oh my god. Okay. Okay, alright. House of Spiders, Sinclair, House of Spiders, Otis. What is it? Is Otis the burn bleed? Otis is burn bleed, right? I think. Otis. Okay, yeah, Otis is burn bleed. Although she does need conditionals to become burn, so I don't know if that impacts the... Oh, actually, I guess not. Because she's always considered an ID that inflicts burn and bleed. Okay. I mean, and then as for burn bleed, there is Hornet, right? That's burn bleed. And then what is bleed poise? House of Spiders Sinclair. That's one, right? That's a good ID. Yeah, that's poise bleed. And then what's another poise bleed? You know, I guess technically now Blade Lineage Mersalt is... Well, hold on, wait, no, he's on Hornet. So... Placing with SED... Ishmael. Is that burn bleed? Yeah, that's burn bleed. Not burn bleed, poise bleed, I mean. That could work. SED is poise bleed. Okay, yeah, that team works then. With, because her and Sinclair as the 2 bleed poise, and then if there's what, Hornet and Otis as bleed burn, and then Blade Ryoshu as the all 3, and then Cinq, Dawn, and Honglu as burn poise, then that's all 5 for each of the statuses. So that would work. Is there no other burn poise though? I guess technically, is Captain Ishmael technically a poise ID? I don't know. Does this count? I don't know if that counts. Because, like, it gains poise, but, like, I don't like that. I do not like that. She has all 3. I feel like this, like, barely counts for poise. Like, it's kind of ridiculous, to be honest. Like, it feels like this ID does more. Oh wait, that's because it does. It counts since it's poise on base skill. Okay, yeah, I guess so. But like, the conditional for it is really, really awkward. Like on staggered or defeated, that's a really weird conditional to have. Okay, I mean, what else would be... Because then if that was slotted in instead of the new Honglu or even Cinq, then there still would need to be a bleed poise. So like, which one would that be? Oh, actually, I guess there are bleed poise IDs. Like there's like this Faust, for example, because this is unique bleed. So I mean, look, yeah, I guess the burn bleed poise was already possible then in that case. But I guess now it's a little bit more available, or the team just is a little bit better now. But yeah, I guess that is a pretty valid use of Liu Honglu then, of making the burn poise bleed team. Because at first I was thinking that there really weren't any burn poise teams, but now that I think of it in the context of a triple status team, now that kind of makes him feel a bit more usable. However, I don't do MD and I don't do challenge runs, and I don't really do too much with triple status teams, so for me personally, I really won't find much use in it. But for people that do like to play that kind of content or use those kind of teams, I can now see how that could be valuable to have for the statuses. But for general burn teams, I still think that the burn tremor team is definitely a lot simpler to run for like general use cases, and especially outside of MD, because, well, I mean, triple status in MD is probably gonna be a little bit stronger. I was not gonna shard Captain-ish. Yeah, I would not have recommended that ever. Especially considering, well, her numbers just suck. It's that simple. Her numbers are just awful. The skill 3 is like kind of okay, but the skill 1 and 2 are horrendous. Like, yeah, she has assist attack, but her numbers just really suck. So it's like, it's not worth it. Like a 12 and a 16, that's not usable. I mean, like technically, yeah, it's usable, but it's not. Spiritually. Emotionally, it doesn't work. Beat Mirror Dungeon Extreme, 6 adversity with Bleed Poise. I don't think it's necessary to build the triple status team. Yeah, I feel like triple status is not necessary, but I feel like it's a thing people can just run like for fun. What was the first triple status? Was it like Sinking, Rupture, Charge or something like that? I feel like there's a team that was something like that used, was it Base Honglu? Sinking, Rupture. Okay, something with Sinking, Rupture, I'm pretty sure. Yes. Okay, so Sinking, Rupture, Charge, that was it. I mean, I think this Dawn is all 3, I believe, right? I think she counts as a charge ID for some reason. Okay, so I think she counts as charge. Don't like Captain-ish because her sanity mechanic. Yeah, her sanity mechanic is really not good. For anybody who is not aware of the Captain Ishmael sanity mechanic, she has a very unique sanity effect where it decreases by 5 after an ally defeats an enemy whose level was higher or equal to this unit. Does not decrease when the enemy was defeated by an assist attack. So if her teammates get kills, she doesn't like it. So if her teammates are doing what they're supposed to be doing and winning fights, she will just corrode and start killing people. Which, as someone who used to spam win rate with the Poise team that Captain Ishmael was on in Season 3, because it was the Blade Lineage team with Captain Ishmael, she would just corrode and then would pop ego on the team every so often, and it was just not fun. But yeah, I honestly forgot about that sanity mechanic. It was such a pain to deal with her on the team, because like every fight with her had to revolve around her not getting her kills stolen, which is like just clash. Like, don't worry about what other people are doing. Just do your own fights. Clash your own numbers. Kevin Ishmael's speed is mediocre. Can't get a kill first before they're on the field. Yeah, I think... I don't know if... Okay, so she also, I think, gains increased sanity from getting kills. I don't know, her sanity is really weird. Like, she has really some of the strangest sanity effects in the game. Like, it's just very... I feel like it's really one of the only IDs as unique as that. Like, because it's not just a negative coin ID, it's a positive coin ID that just does not like to have sanity, which is very... Like, it just has to be managed, which kind of sucks. And which I'm not one to bother with. Like, I just don't care. Low-key, what does this do again? For 1 turn, inflict 1 burn on hits. I forgot that was a thing. I completely forgot that was a thing. Wow. Okay. You know, and believe it or not, this is a support ID. Like, this is a support ID. I'm now remembering why she was used in the Blade Lineage team, because she would do Pride Resin with this skill, and then with 5 Pride Res, then it would give a 100% chance to activate assist attack, because it's only 20% chance per resonance. So it was just... Wait, actually, the resin with the highest resin has 20%. Actually, did it need 6? I don't know. I don't know. I just remember that this used to be on the Blade Lineage team when that was a thing. Well, I guess they kind of brought back the Blade Lineage team, but actually, that's not true. They brought back Blade Lineage Mare Salt. That was it. The rest of the Blade Lineage team is not really... I mean, this one is still fine. And with a new ego, too. 1 burn on hit. What an amazing buff to get after kill for 1 turn. Is that how it activated? Was it after a kill? Attack ends if the enemy is defeated. Gain. Okay, I mean, it activates next turn, so that's better than activating on the same turn. But yeah, no, that effect kind of, especially resonance on a if enemy is defeated at attack end. Like, just stacking specific conditional on top of specific conditional, it's very rough. You know, looking back at some of these IDs, maybe it's a good thing that we have the Cinq Honglu. Because at first I was kind of like, yeah, this ID isn't really going to do much, but just looking at the other IDs that we have as alternatives for teams that aren't like the modern burn team, like for that triple status team, for example, I think they might have needed this ID. So, I mean, I don't know. It still feels like a pretty niche thing to do, a triple status team. I mean, the clashing numbers are still very useful. Also, it still has Gloom generation, which is really a huge bonus. But I don't know. Very mixed feelings about this ID. What a game. You know, if you really want this ID, go for it. Me personally, I just want to prioritize sharding other things that I've not currently sharded. Which, by that, I mean 99% of the IDs in the season. Yeah. Cinq back 9 would be 100% more powerful than Captain Ishmael, Capstone ID. I mean, if Cinq was released around the same time, then he would not be as nearly as strong as he is now. Just due to the power creep that's been going on. And like now every ID has to, like the standard used to be like, okay, all the IDs are gonna roll on each skill, they're gonna roll 11, 16, and then 18. But now it's like, okay, yeah, you can roll 17 on a skill 1. Oh, you want to roll a 23 on a skill 2? Go for it. Oh, you want to hit a easy 27? Sure. Pop off. And they just... they're just giving out such high numbers for free. And then some teams think it's a good idea to just pop skill 3 every single turn. I still don't know who thought that would be a good idea to make, but it is really funny. It is really funny, especially when they use it against you in Railway. That it's a little bit funny. But yeah. No, the newer IDs are all just so strong. I think even the Honglu ID, as much as I'm kind of like, not slandering, as much as I'm like kind of low-key not super impressed with it, it is still strong. It's just competing with like stuff that is really strong. New Honglu is good, but has an issue. His kit. That passive requires you to have other Cinque's backup, except they're all bad except he's done. Yeah, I think, I mean, there's a couple of things about that. Like, one is that it's a really small part of the kit. Like, one more poise potency and one more poise count. Like, he doesn't have that many, like, he doesn't have that many instances of actually gaining. So I feel like it doesn't do that much, because it's like, okay, one more poise count per turn. One more poise potency per turn. Like, it feels like it's not gonna do a crazy amount. Because also his teams are either the burn team, where the only sync ID used would be synced on, because the like Sinclair and Mersault IDs have better burn IDs. Or if people are going for a burn, bleed, poise team, Mersault and Sinclair once again are on other IDs, that being House of Spiders and Hornet, most likely. I don't know. Like, I guess Sync Dawn can still be used on that. For the triple status team, the poise, bleed, burn. But yeah, no, that status of the witnessed whatever thing, what was it? Yeah, this is really like, he's gonna get offense level, that's it. Offense level plus stack. Oh, I don't know why it took me so long to realize the offense level goes up to 3, 1 for each stack. I don't know how I just realized that. I thought it was gets 1 offense level at 1 stack. Okay, so he gets 2 more offense level with the other IDs, but like, I don't know, they're just not gonna get used. Shouldn't be there, it'd just be something he gets on his own if anything. I mean, it would just be a flat +3 offense level if it wasn't there. It's like, it kind of makes sense that it's there just as like a little buff, but I don't see it reaching its full conditionals very often. Or I wouldn't think it would reach full conditionals very often. Like, this thing is, I mean, if it doesn't stack, then it's like not as good, but it's there. It is there. I was really disappointed that the boosted crit damage is only capped at 30%. Or capped at only 30%. Like, if it went up to like 50 or 100, I mean, plus 100% crit damage, that might be a little bit much. But like 30, I feel like it could be more. It's the first ID that before I got a showcase. I could not find someone with a support ID for it. I think just absolutely nobody wants this ID. Like, nobody is sharding this. I cannot find a single person using it. And I looked for a while. I just can't find anyone that's using it. And it's understandable why, because I wouldn't shard him either. There's just better things that can be sharded this season, I feel like. Was animations, but I don't really see use for him. Any team working, there's better options. The only team that I think he might be like really good in right now is the Burn Bleed Poise with Blade Ryoshu, Cinq, Dawn, and Honglu, House of Spiders, Sinclair, LCD, Ishmael, and then House of Spiders, Otis, and Hornet Marisol. That, I think, is the best Burn Bleed Poise team right now. Nerve Strike does stack? Does it? You can test how Nerve Strike works. Does Cinq Dawn have a similar Nerve Strike effect? Hold on, let me check that. Nerve Strike. Oh, she does. Stack 3. Okay, so we have had Nerve Strike before. Okay, I want to test that. I just realized I can't test that in XP Lux. I need to test it in Thread Lux. Oh no, Ardor Blossom Moth. Yeah, this is gonna go well. Yeah, on a burn team. Yeah. This is gonna. Do we really not have any? Okay, I guess we just won't have the ID. That's fine. I didn't want the ID anyway. Okay, whatever. Alright, I'll test the passive at least on Cinq Dawn, the weakness strike thing for Nerve Strike. It does work for Honglu's second passive? Oh, I didn't realize Dawn has like almost the same passives. Wow. I don't know. Honglu's passive. Yeah, I not currently able to check that. How does Nerve Strike work again? You just have to clash something and not suck at clashing or something like that. Alright, Dawn, don't let me down. Win the clash. I think she just has to clash with the same part, I believe, right? So we'll just have her win the clash, and then it'll be fine. So on clash, win target has Nerve Strike. Oh, interesting. Okay. Huh. Okay. Loki, I forgot the initial application for Nerve Strike. Like if it was... Wait. Why do you not have Nerve Strike anymore? Thon, when do you... How do you apply Nerve Strike? Do you... There's no way it's only on your skill 3. How did... What? Where... Against... You need resources to activate your Nerve Strike. Okay. Right, I forgot that IDs before season 7 or 6, I don't remember which one, don't activate parts of their kit until they have resources for it. That's great. Honglu inflicts without resources. Yeah, he's definitely a more modern ID. That's for sure. That is for sure. His resources activator main mechanic. Yeah, I mean, like in MD that wouldn't be a problem, but we're not in MD. The same section, by the way. Yeah. Yeah. Power scaling is real. It is definitely real. And then especially with the older Cinq compared to the newer Cinq, they're just so... Yeah, the older Cinq will never see usage, ever. Like, at all. Okay, where did you even apply Nerve Strike to? Body? Alright, I can go to the... You are not winning any of those. Do you need Clash Wind to apply Nerve Strike? I hope not. Against target or part. Okay, you don't. Alright. So let's just pretend that... Alright, you can just go and hit that. Okay, now if there's multiple Nerve Strikes stacked up, then we can finally test if it stacks. Because it should work the same for Honglu, because they have kind of the same exact passive for Nerve Strike. Only Nerve Strike. For other things, not as much. Is it... Okay, so it's at 2 now. You're staggered! Dawn! What are you doing? This was the one... Oh my god. Same except Honglu doesn't need resources. Yeah. Yeah. I'd think he would inflict more if his own is on it as well, but yeah, Dawn. So this was the turn you were supposed to test out your skill, not just stand around staggered. But okay, it's fine. I didn't want you to test things anyway. It's not like it was the entire point of me doing this fight or anything like that. Yeah, no, just take all the time you want, I guess. Yeah, no pressure. Okay. Our Dawn is washed. Yeah, all of the washedness evaporated in the 5,000 burn she has applied on herself. And yet she still manages to be washed. Poor Marcel still at 0 speed. How did that happen? How is he still at 0? Never won a Clash. Is he actually not? Oh my god, and I thought I was gonna be able to test out the reflect trial today, but I don't know if I'll even have time. Okay, I'm just gonna put a random person on there. I don't even remember what this thing does. All centers will lose burn. Okay, Dawn is cured. Okay. Okay, this can work. Deal more damage for nerve strike. Okay, let me check really quick. So on hit inflict nerve strike. We're gonna go off of clash power though for this calculation. So 1 clash power. This reflex trial. Yeah, at least I think so, right? I think that's today. I believe that was with this update. I think. Okay, so it was. I'm definitely not gonna be able to do that tomorrow, because tomorrow I wanted to do the anniversary stream. I don't know if I'll do it the day after, but if I have time, like, after this, then I might. But we'll see. Okay, 1 clash power, 1 base power. So skill 3 is... Actually, what is it going to clash at right now? Let's just see that. Okay, so it should be at max conditional for the skill 3. Dawn has... Dawn Herald. Oh! Wait, how much does that increase it by? Base skills that inflict gain clash power by 1. Okay, I don't know why she has that, but cool. I guess. Sure. Okay, so that's 1 clash power. And then this will be at 2 coin power. So 4 and 5, 24. So, and level 60, is this level 60? Yeah. So 24 plus 1, 25. So if she gets 2 power from Nerve Strike, it will go to 27, right? So let's see. We'll clash at 27. 26. Clashing at 26. Why? Why does it say clashing at 26? Will it go up to 27 if she starts clashing? Or... Oh, that could be. 64, 63. I don't think so. Because it's only 1 difference in offense level. So, like, I don't think that should lower it by a whole 1. Right? So, I don't know if Nerve Strike stacks. Okay, I think I'll clash with it and see if it goes up to 27. We'll just do a bunch of low skills, actually. It's fine. We'll see, and then I'll pause it. 25? 25? Plus 5. She's at 4. Or 4, okay, it's 4 base power, 5 coin power, so that's 24. And then there's 1 from Dawn Herald. Why is Nerve Strike not doing anything? Nerve Strike didn't activate. No, it just doesn't stack. Oh, no, it just doesn't stack. It straight up doesn't work. Yeah, I mean, unless if it's only for attacking? I don't know. Unless Dawn Herald isn't activating? I don't know, because there's too many variables to know. It doesn't stack, it'd still be at 26. See, the thing is, it could be that it doesn't stack and that she gained a base power, and that base power is what pushed her from 24 to 25. Or it could be the clash power from Dawn Herald, or it's hard to say. There's too many variables right now. I want to see what the number is. 26. What do you mean you just boosted your clash power again? 26? So, okay, the thing is we still don't know if it works or not, because we still have the clash power from Dawn Herald, at least theoretically. So, is it one clash power from Dawn Herald and then one base power from Nerve Strike? Or is Dawn Herald not activating and is it one clash power and one base power from Nerve Strike? Right now I'm thinking it just doesn't stack for Nerve Strike though. Okay, that's base power. That is base power. Because her base power is 4 on that. And clash power is not working right now because this is for attacking. So that's the base power from Nerve Strike. So I think it might just not stack. One way to know for sure though would be if we get to 3 Nerve Strike and then test it, because then we would know if the base power goes up by 1 or up by 2, because that's a lot easier to measure than clash power. Okay, why are we getting into the scientific method at this point? This is not... Okay, alright. I should have just had everyone else do defense skills, because now it's dead. Okay, that's fine. Actually, I did not want to complete that. I just wasted modules. I did not even get the bonus from that. I already did my daily claiming thing. It's really not easy to use. We have some more mechanics to do stuff. I don't know. This has to do with the bull. So everyone can win clashes more easily. Yeah, maybe it would be good to test these things not on Ardor Blossom Moth of all things. You know, let's just throw Cinq Dawn in there as a solo. Yeah, she's got that. She's got that covered. Let's go, Cinq Dawn. Alright, just like don't get hit or something. I don't know. Weave. Alright, and she's getting hit by literally everything. Okay. Alright, low-key she's kind of tanking it though. Never mind. She's cooked. Okay, so... So I might have made a mistake. Okay, then maybe level 40. Yeah. Yeah, maybe. That might be a good idea. Alright. Okay, thank you for the monologue, Dawn. Okay. So first of all, just dodge all that for now. 22! 22, 11 on a Tails? Okay, yeah, that's fine. Oh, you better not get staggered. Do not get staggered, please. Oh no. Oh no. Actually, this is fine. This is fine. Okay, next turn we should be able to test out the Nerve Strike thing. I just realized her passive isn't active because, oh my god, because she didn't get the resources. Still need to use 2 skill 3s. Yeah, I just remembered that. Does she have a pride ego that I can activate for her or something? Because, like, that would... She doesn't, does she? I don't think she does. Yeah, no. Okay, we have 3 Wrath. We just need 1 more Pride. Right? Why are you staggered? Why? Alright, okay. This is... Okay. Okay. It's a total of 0 Pride Ego and 4 Envy ones. Okay, wait, here, we got some Pride skills running. This will be fine. I think. Maybe. Okay. Yeah, we're only gonna use 1 of them so we don't kill this thing too quickly. I don't know if Nerve Strike activates more than once per turn. I don't know, but I mean, it's a 1v1, so she should have plenty of time, because it's not like other allies are going to kill the thing super quickly or anything like that. Let's try to not kill this thing in 2 turns. Yeah, that'll be fine, I guess. Once per turn. Ew. Okay, that's fine. Alright, so 15. 15. How is her clashing power? I can't even tell. Alright, I feel like really the main test is gonna be her base power. I just realized the offense levels are highly different right now, so it's gonna be so hard to tell what her actual rolling numbers look like, because it's not a level 60. Oh. Math time. You know, I have a better idea, and that idea is only using skill 1s so that I can just look at the baseline of damage. Okay, let's see. I think it's 3. Because that's a +6 coin, so the base power should be 3 right now. Okay, I think the number's only inflated for clashing, but the test that I want to do relies on 3 Nerve Strike, whether it increases base power by 1 or 2. That's what I want to test. And with that, I think the number is 3 for damage always. I think it's different for clashing, but damage-wise, I think it is always 3. Okay, so now it should be 4. If this is correct, it should be 4. Okay, let's test this out. Did I see a 3? Okay, no, it looks like that is 4. Okay, that's 4. Because if it's +6, then the base power is now 4. So now we need to test it one more time to see if the base power stays at 4. And then that answers the question of whether Nerve Strike stacks or not. Okay, here is the test. Here we go. My shirt Honglia. Season 1,600. That's a lot of boxes. Let's see. What? +4. 3? She lost base power? What? Huh? Why is that? Why did you... Did it go back to 1? Why did it go back to 1? What happened? Hold on, did it reset entirely? It reset entirely. Why? What part of nerfed? Also, how are you at 39 count with 1 potency? How does that happen? Anyways. Hold on, do you not gain potency? Okay, you gain it on Clash when with skill 3 and 6. Okay, alright, that's whatever. How do you lose Nerve Strike? Nerve Strike. Okay, expires if the unit inflicted this effect against a different target. Did you hit another target? Oh, you hit another target, didn't you? Oh, why did you add... 2 parts that turn. Okay. I just when we were about to be able to test it, now I gotta reset it because the damage is not gonna... because it's just gonna... Alright. Well, I know how to test it now. I just have to be very cautious of not hitting some random part. Good job, Don. Good job. You did so great. Does anybody have a Honolulu ID? Okay, Don, you can chill. Okay, I don't think anybody wants this ID. Nobody wants this Honolulu ID. Okay, just dodge. Just dodge. Weave, 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 weave. Ooh, okay. Alright. Okay, now we can start getting some hits in. Actually, no, we need to start stacking stacks of stacks and stuff and all that. We need, what? 2 Wrath, 2 Pride, I think it was. Still no character in Cinq. Yeah, I feel like his uses are just really niche. It's okay. You don't have to do that. I think Cinq Dawn is enough for testing. Sorry for Cinq. I mean, surely there's other people that want Cinq Honolulu as well. I mean, I feel like for casual players though, like for people that don't have everything sharded in this season, there's just better things that can be sharded, especially since they're more limited time, or more time limited, because standard fare you can just get whenever, but seasonal is much more limited compared to, well, literally all the other stuff. Let's do that, and then that, and then that, and then that. Restart fight and staggered to burn. Is she? Does burn stagger? That crazy dodge. I mean, she'll be fine, right? Probably. Burn staggers. Oh, actually. You've seen the new Frozen 5. Yeah, its healing, honestly, its healing might do more than Fluid Sac at this point. Because it's 20% as opposed to 15%. So, like, it's pretty high. It does quite a bit right now. You know, maybe we'll activate a couple of skills. I gotta remember to not clash any other part though. I gotta keep that in mind. Passive helps a lot too for Dawn Sinclair. Right, the passive actually does things now. I forgot exactly what it did, but I remember it did something that was possibly decent. I forgot what exactly, but... Oh, I really hope you don't get staggered from burn. That would kind of suck. Restore 4 SP. Okay, yeah, that's good. He already has so many damage buffs. That's gonna be really good. Okay, so how about you just don't get hit by any of those? How about that? Low-key, I do not want you doing damage. You can just do all evades. Are you losing your clash? Okay, you won that. Alright, that's fine. And then just don't get hit. Let's close. Oh, that's on skill use? Wow, okay. That's interesting. Okay, we're gonna keep evading these ones. Okay, so it should be at 4 now. The base power. Yeah, it's at 4 base power now. So now this next turn, we should be able to test whether it works or not. As long as Dawn doesn't get staggered, we'll be fine. As long as Dawn doesn't get staggered.
결투의 내용이 난해하긴 했어도 쉬는 것을 상상한 적은 없지만 이러면 중간중간 훈련을 내빼고 거리를 돌아다닌 책임을 추궁당할 터. 동구 쉔크 3과 돈키호테.
I just want to test out Nerve Strike. I just want to test out Nerve Strike. That's all. That's all I wanted to do. That's literally it.
조여목구를 달고 볼까?
Is Deviat already better than Heisho? I think outside of the Heisho team, possibly. Because Deviat ramps up really well. And also just does really good damage. Okay, let's see how this goes. Why did I clash on turn 1? Why did I do that? I took so much burn from that. You know, I thought it was going to give me Wrath resources, but I forgot that the evade gives Wrath resources as well. And she's already staggered. What are we doing? Should I just restart the fight at this point? I don't have all Heisho. Low-key, the Heisho team is kind of out of date already. Like, compared to the House of Spiders team, I think they're just... Like, the House of Spiders team just has better numbers. Not restart. Oh, yeah, no, or restart. Yeah, we would not make that even if we wanted to. Why isn't a restart button? Heisho or just Mao and Lord Liu? I don't know. I kind of like the rest are mid. Some of them are, but there's ones that I prefer over Ryoshu and Otis, which are where's the Rupture team? Here it is. Heisho, Heathcliff, and Dawn I like more than Ryoshu and Otis, I think. Because they just feel like their numbers are better. Heathcliff and Yisong. Yeah, Yisong as well is also fine number-wise, although... I don't know. I feel like Dawn and Heathcliff just have really good numbers on the Heisho team. Okay, we're gonna evade and not get hit by anything. No, I think Dawn's numbers are pretty equal to Heathcliff's because they released around like the same time, and like her conditionals, I feel like I remember them being like pretty easy. Because I think it was just Rupture. Okay, what is this start? We're restarting. What? I feel like I remember Dawn being similar strength to Heathcliff though. Because she came out later in the season, like all alongside Heathcliff, I'm pretty sure. Let me check. Heathcliff. Yeah, his numbers are good. Okay, can Dawn, come on. Come on. Okay, yeah, coin power +2, coin power +2, coin power +2. Yeah, no, on 2, 3, and 4 coin amounts with coin power +2 on all of them, I like those numbers quite a bit. Dawn's Rupture negative. Oh, I don't care about Rupture on the Heisho team. They're just the big number, good clash, win rate, spam team. Like, I feel like the Heisho team is like one of the most brain off teams, I think there can possibly be. But her numbers, I just think are really good, because gaining 2 coin power with the coin amounts of 2, 3, and 4, I feel he's just really solid.
조여 목구를 달궈볼까?
Rupture, use another. Oh, do they work on Rupture even? Holy key, I can't really imagine them doing much on Rupture.
조여 목구를 달궈볼까?
Okay, I don't know how we. Okay, yeah, that works, I guess. Okay. Alright, and Dawn is just too good. Okay, I'll put skill 3 next turn, but it's gonna take a while.
조여 목구를 달궈볼까?
Sure.
마무리.
Non-wordly, yes, the rest no. I feel like I remember seeing something about Otis being good for a rupture count, but I don't know this update. Yeah, no, Cinq Honglu he's there. I'm not even sure if Nerve Strike currently works on him, which is why I've been trying to test Nerve Strike. But because I don't think anybody wants him as an ID, so I haven't been able to get his support ID yet. So I'm using Dawn to test it because she also has Nerve Strike, apparently. But it's going a little bit rough because I keep getting really close to finally being able to figure out if Nerve Strike stacks or not, and then the run gets cooked. Ruina, nice. Yeah, Ruina has a great story. I don't know anything about the gameplay, but I do know that the story is great. Okay, now I can just clash with a single skill and then build up Nerve Strike until we can test out if the base power goes up to 4 or 5 on the skill 1. And that is how I will know if Nerve Strike stacks. Okay. Almost there. Not quite, but almost. 200 homing charge. Nah, that's okay. I'm probably not gonna use him. I think it's like I might as well test it with Dawn. Okay, one more. One more. And then we can finally see if Nerve Strike stacks. Finally, we'll be able to see. Okay, so now it's at 4. Okay. Alright. I'm finally gonna be able to test it after like 3 tries of this failing over and over. Here we go. Here is the big test of whether Nerve Strike will stack. Let's see. So it doesn't stack. Oh wait, hold on, wait, that's clashing, we don't know yet. That's clashing. Okay. Let's see. Let's see how high it goes. That's 4 base power. It doesn't stack. It does not stack. If it stacks, it would have been at 5 base power, but it was only at 4. So we can now conclude through scientific testing that Nerve Strike does not stack. Because if it's at 1 stack, gain Clash Power +1, 2 stack, gain Base Power +1. So at Clash Power, we can't really test because of offense level, but Base Power at 2 times stack gains Base Power, 3 times stack Clash Power and Base Power, but we didn't gain 2 base power at 3 times stack, we only gained 1 base power, and so it doesn't stack. So that means it is not going to give Honglu 4 extra power when clashing, only 2, and that's at max conditionals, so it's a little bit weaker than I originally thought it would be. So we tested it. That's okay. I guess that's all of that for now. Wei Hang is easy. I still have not gotten around to that, low-key. I still gotta do the Wei Hang fight. Okay, I think I'm done with this fight at least, because we tested what we wanted to. We suddenly can get Nerf Strike faster. Yeah, he doesn't need to pop 2 skill 3s and
결투의 내용이
5,000 evades
치는 것을
to
상상한 적은 없네만
be able to actually use his mechanic
중간중간 훈련을 내빼고 거리를 돌아다니 책임을 지고
in reflectrial.
어째야.
What teams do people even use for this? What is this? Check rewards. What is that? Hard mode. What is that? Okay. Reward exchange. Thread. Who wants that? Who? So, you know, if they made another one of the rewards that was like the Marisol Blade Lineage facade, like that would be cool, but they didn't do that. Oh, I've been saving up for a while. Yeah, I've been saving for a little bit. Like maybe since they announced the Arknights collab, or maybe before then. I think maybe a little before they announced that. I've been saving since then. Well, and then only pulling on Walp banners, but then aside from that, I don't really pull. I just shard things. Cause like sharding things, it's just so easy. It's just so free to play friendly. One knows anyone who uses facades, personal thing. The design of IDs. I feel like the only facades that I would use would be like alternate versions of the same ID. But like if I'm using a specific ID, I want that ID to look like that ID. I mean, I feel like one use of it could be if people want to see base sinners in fights, like maybe someone's doing like end of a canto and wants like the base sinner appearance on, like that makes sense. But like I don't know, I feel like if I want to see the Rupture team, then I would just use the Rupture team, or if I wanted to see the Burn team, I would just use the Burn team. Address House of Patriarchy as a base, but you can't. Really? Is that a thing? Around 130k. 130. Like hoarding. Oh, I feel like hoarding on wall banners isn't worth it. Yeah, doing. See, the thing is, right? I always convert. Base version does not exist as a facade. Huh. Interesting. Yeah, I feel like the 26 lunacy for modules is like always worth it. The 52 is sometimes, the 78 is where it starts to go negative. But anything like the 26 and the 52 are, I feel like, are worth it. Because then I always skip my I always skip the thread deluxe. I always do the 3 and then skip. Because I just don't want to spend the time running it. I used to, but I just don't have the patience for dailies. Well, you agree the game is so free to play friendly. You don't really need to pull ever. Yeah. King's basically Glyph. Here's facades pass. Oh, because of. Huh. Interesting. I did not know that. I was about to say. Oh yeah, this is what my pass looks like as someone who does not like doing MD and will only do the weeklies like sometimes. Like I mostly do my weeklies, but there's times where I forget and I do not grind MD and I still have like this much pass level. If I got the pass, I would get this many boxes. Right now I have like this many boxes, I think, from this season alone. Like it is very free to play friendly. Like it's great. This game is just so generous. It's just so easy. Change. Right. Right. Okay. I'm debating if I try Li Hang like once. I could try Li Hang like once, but I don't want to do this too much because I just don't feel like spending too long on this. How many boxes you need to get everything? I think it was like, it might have been 4K-ish. Okay, let me check. 9, 12, 13, 14, 18, 20, and then I got a couple of things one from the railway ticket and then one from a random pull, so I think that's 22 things total. So then 22 times 200 is why is this taking so long? Oh my god, why am I struggling to do math right now? 4,400. That should not have taken me that long. Why did that take me so long? Oh my god. Look, it's been a long day. It's been a long day, but yeah, 4,400 boxes, and I do not have enough, low-key. Wait, do I have enough? I need 4, 6, 9, 15, 12, 13, 14 and 6, 20 times 200, 4,000. I need, how many do I need? 1,400 and 1,500. Do I need 1K more? I thought I had enough for this season, but I guess not. Wait. No, I'm forgetting something. I forgot the fact that I have these shards. Yeah, no, I think I'm good, actually. I forgot the fact that I have shards already, like, obtained from just pulling on the Walt banner. I think because of these shards, I make it. Because I'm pretty sure all of these shards can be used, and they add up to... What do they add up to? I don't know. I added them up previously. Like there's a time off stream I like added all of them and all of my boxes, and I think it worked out mathematically that I have enough for everything. That sounded so stupid. It worked out mathematically according to my calculations. Okay, no more math. I'm done. I'm gonna fight Li Hang once and then I'll call it a day. What team do people even use for this? What are the effects? What team are we using? Gluttony, Rupture. Okay, so it's the Heisho team. Bind, it's the Heisho team. What's the next team? Wrath, Burn. Okay, Heisho and then Burn. Got it. Understood. Heisho part 1, Burn part 2. Got it. Understood. Heisho. I mean, yeah, this is fine for Heisho, I guess. I don't really... Do I just win rate Li Hang? Maybe I just win rate Li Hang. I don't know if it's that serious. I don't think it is. Where's the person? Oh, the one in slot 1. Just are these. That is the team that I used for my initial clear of Railway 2. And I used it for the Railway 2 rerun, but it didn't go very well. As in, I don't think I made it past the first boss. So, actually, wait, no, I got off the Steam machine, but it was just kind of cooked after that. Because the team is just so outdated, it was not able to keep up. Any reason you're keeping... I kind of just haven't done... Like, usually I use that #1 team slot for whatever content I'm working on. Not as in YouTube content, as in like if I'm doing story, then that's the team that I set for the story, or if I'm doing a railway, I set that for railway, or if there's an event, then I use that team 1 for whatever event. So it's kind of like whatever team I'm using most recently. And since like the last thing I did was railway, I just haven't changed it off since then. But I think the next time I'll change is probably gonna be for like Kanto 10. Because like I just don't really... Because I have my status teams that I use for MD, but that first team is just kind of there. It's a lot for events. Yeah, I use I'm just gonna win rate this fight. I use my last 7 slots I have set for each of the Sin Affinities. Then the 7 team slots before those 7 is the status teams. Then the 3 before those is the damage types. And then is MD, and then XP Lux, which I don't actually use for XP Lux because I use the damage types for XP Lux. And the XP Lux team is basically just whatever I have in my profile slots, I think. And then the team 1 is the one. Honestly, I don't really know too much about Mersalt's book. I also still don't know how to pronounce his name. I don't know if it's Mersot, Mersalt, or something else. I feel like we're gonna see more Charge though. Because Charge, I feel like they're kind of setting up with the Shock Centipede Gregor, because he actually gives charge support for the first time in this game ever. That isn't on a 2-star Heathcliff ID, but I feel like we're gonna see charge. There's something about Mersalt, something about a gun, and then something about the sun, and then I don't know if he was on trial, or I don't know. But I think I remember seeing something about Kim Ji-hoon, his favorite sinner being Mersalt, so I feel like a lot is gonna get put into this Kanto. Like, I have a lot of hopes for it. Why can we not clash? What is going on? What is around you? Why? What is on you? Why do you have no damage taken? Why is he almost dead? What, Heathcliff, what is going on? It would be Tremor Bleed. I feel like it could be Tremor too. What is his base ID again? Is his base ID Tremor Charge? Maybe? Or just Tremor? I feel like we're gonna see Tremor Charge. I don't know why. I feel like a guess I've seen was Tremor Charge Poise. I don't remember from what though, but I feel like it's possible. You know what, we're just gonna do Command Meltdown. I don't know what else can win this clash. Also, it's just so easy to fuel with the Heisho team. Okay. I want to see Tremor Charge. I mean, Tremor, we honestly don't need that much for. but it makes sense if his base ID is Tremor. But then also charge, I feel like we just really need more charge IDs. Because right now there's really, like there's 5 million Walp IDs that are charge, which doesn't make sense, because how are so many varying IDs all somehow charge? And then the other team is just the W Corp IDs, which are like from season 1 or 2 or whatever. Like they're just outdated. So we need more charge IDs, for sure. Just to lose the clash at that point, I don't even care. You're staying on win rate though. That's what you're doing. But yeah, I want to see some charge IDs. Although I do like how this season they've had a lot of variety. Like we got so much for burn season. It took a while, but we did get stuff for burn, but then we also got a lot for other things as well. And I think that was really good. Because the haste show, I think, just rupture after rupture. Like, yeah, they had alternating statuses. Like, oh yeah, that's rupture tremor. Oh, that's rupture sinking. Oh, that's rupture burn. But like, they're all just rupture. I think something they did really good in this season is that instead of making dual status IDs very heavily leaning towards one status, they started making them actually synergize in multiple teams. So instead of having a rupture burn ID only be good in rupture and then also just happen to have burn, or having a bleed burn ID only being good in burn and then just happening to have bleed. Like I feel like this season they actually have a lot of IDs that have two statuses but actually do very well in both of them. And that I feel like they've improved on a lot. Because it feels... Because before it kind of felt like it still was like mono typing with teams, but now it feels like there's so much more options and variability when IDs are actually made to succeed in multiple different teams. So that I definitely want them to keep doing, because that I think was a very good thing. Dimension Shredder, I mean, I don't know, I feel like it's hard to say how much charge can synergize, because they're not exactly the most, what's the word? They don't really synergize with each other, like at all. Okay, this is not going well. I need to restart this fight. At this point, this fight is just the subway surfers in the background as I yap. Burn bleed. Yeah, I don't know how that happened, to be honest. I mean, I guess they felt like giving the middle team the addition of burn into the bleed, but it felt like they were very much just like an Envy Blunt team at first, the middle team. Also, just the infinite skill threes, I don't know why they let them have that. That's, like, I don't know. I don't know about that one. Haven't used him, it's on his own. Oh, the Dimension Shredder Yisong? Or another ID. Okay, this fight is going so poorly. I'm not redoing it though. This is like the last thing I'm doing today. Dimension Shredder. Yeah, Dimension Shredder is kind of in a weird place because they dropped it when it came out with Railway 2, or the Railway 2 rerun, I mean. But like, they made it a seasonal, but they didn't make it an event. Because Railway 2 rerun is an event, but for some reason it's apparently part of the Kanto story, but it kind of wasn't. So I don't really know what the plan was with that. Also, I just don't really know what he synergizes with. I mean, I guess the W Corp team, because I didn't really like W Corp Yi-song. Well, I mean, I just never used him, but so there was someone with a Dimension Shredder Ego outfit. I did not know about that. Was it in the Uptie story for Yi-song? Or like was it actually like part of the Kanto? So maybe based off of... Huh. I'm gonna guess that was in the Uptie story then? Low-key, it's been a long time since I read an Uptie story. Like I just haven't read Uptie stories in so long. Because anytime I get an ID, I'm just like too hyped to level them up, and then no Uptie story actually survives. Where does he show up then? Like where do we even hear about him? But like whenever I get an ID, I just want to upgrade the ID, and then I think, oh yeah, I can always just read it another time, but like I never do. So I always end up skipping it and then just not reading it. Because also it's like, do people want people to read the Uptie stories on screen? Like I just don't know if people want that. Because I think I would get bored reading the Uptie story, and I feel like if I would get bored, other people would get bored. Slimed off screen. I feel like if I do an Uptie... Okay, I could... Ooh, I was gonna say I could do an Uptie story reading stream. I mean, I would have to do that like after sharding everything at like the end of the season. Why is everyone dead? What is going on? But I could like if I like get all the IDs by the end, I could just like just read a bunch of the Upties in a row. Ooh, you know, after when you put it that way, that makes me very reluctant. Because just thinking about how much strain that would put on my voice to read for 5 hours or more would just be very... Like, speaking normally is one thing, but like, reading aloud, I feel like just puts a lot more strain on my voice for some reason, and I don't know why. You know, just lose the clash, it's fine. Just lose the clash, it's okay. It's okay. Oh my god. Yeah, it's over for them. It's over. Continue, sure. Yeah, we'll just get cooked on the burn team too. Fine by me. Okay. 78%. Yeah, no, we're not clearing this. I mean, I am win rating it. Like, I didn't really expect to actually clear it. What do you mean cannot deploy? Why can you not deploy? An undeployable identity? What are you talking about, undeployable? Everyone is dead, not just Heathcliff. Why can you not deploy? What? Huh? Oh. 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 can't use same IDs. Right. Yeah, I forgot about that. What other burn IDs does Heathcliff have? Yeah, let's put him on Sun Shower. Yeah, that's a good idea, right? Third one. Yeah, I don't have it. Yeah, about that. So now, I think best in slot on the burn team for Heathcliff would be the thumb ID. However, yeah, we don't got that. And by we, I mean me. Because I do not pull on banners that are not WALP, and I did not shard things yet. I think I do have enough to shard everything though for this season. From like after pulling on WALP, because I got a lot of character shards just from pulling on WALP. So like I should be good, honestly. Okay, this is gonna go so well. Yeah, it's already going great. 25 burn and 10 count. I don't know how they managed that, but sure. Yeah, go for it. Wow, this team is doing a lot better than the other one. I guess because they can actually ramp up their conditionals, because they actually use their status, unlike the Heisho team, who has Rupture, but doesn't exactly like to use Rupture. Or at least they don't like to stack it. They like using it, but stacking it, that they don't like doing. Okay, this is fine. Is this fine actually? I don't know about that. Can you clash that? Oh, you can. Oh, you can definitely clash that. Okay, alright, that works for me. Why do they do it? Huh? Wait, what about yellow XP tickets? Did they cap it? What is this about? The XP tickets? I don't know if I know what's going on in the reward shop. Huh? It's not 99. Reward shop has... Huh. That's interesting. Yeah, not sure what that's about. Yeah, I don't know. That's interesting. We're gonna get in the much. Yeah, I'm not grinding this mode. I'm just not gonna do that. I just have no plans to grind for this mode that requires not win rating, because I will not win rate because I feel like it. So now, like, you could also just win the clash. Let's just hope that she wins the clash and doesn't suck. Surely this will go well. Okay, it's fine. We're doing alright so far. And now Faust will simply win her clash. Alright? Alright? Okay, so maybe she couldn't have won that if she wanted to. Grind. Oh, really? Or is only claimable once ended at yeah, I'm not getting that. I mean, maybe I'll try again another time. Although, I'm not gonna try again today. I'm not gonna try tomorrow, because tomorrow I want to do the anniversary stream. The day after that is a maybe, but definitely not tomorrow, because that's when I want to do the 1 year thing.
할 수 있다고 믿어주실 테니까.
Why do you have teammates? Okay,
길이니까.
I'm not fighting your teammates. I'm fighting you. Get over here. Square up. Why am I using Sun Shower Heathcliff? Why? What was I thinking? The 999 isn't even gonna run out.
꺼지지 않도록
He summoned them in the Kanto too. I do not remember that.
휘몰아쳐라.
I just don't remember that happening. Oh, that's a lot of damage. His coins are broken though. His coins are broken. He has 6 power. How did you do 543 damage? Okay. How are you alive? Where is Sinclair? Sinclair? Is that Sinclair? That's Sinclair. Of course it is. Alright, that's fine. Win rate? Go.
여명의 빛과 같이.
Yeah, I really don't care. Red coins are just to show off animations. I mean, I feel like that's definitely what the purpose of the chain battles are for. So that when your team gets wiped by inevitable red coins, then I guess you have more teammates. Which I guess is why they wanted a new burn ID for Honglu, because Liu Honglu is not a viable 12th slot option when you actually need to use all of your sinners. But in most situations, it doesn't matter. But when you actually need to use all 12 slots, Liu Honglu is not going to cut it. So I guess that's the takeaway of the update. Is everyone dead? Wow, everyone is just dead or staggered. Okay. And we're gonna do win rate again.
스승님의 여명에 어울리는
Yeah, that's gonna go well.
끝내줘.
Passive.
잃지 않도록.
I mean, that's a valid use of it, because it's not like the middle team has other teammates aside from the middle. Like, I guess it's kind of just whichever passive you feel like slotting in. So yeah, that definitely makes sense to do. Low-key, I really don't even view the middle team as a burn team. I just view it as an envy blunt res team. Actually, do the newer IDs not have blunt anymore? Do they have slash? I feel like they have slash for some reason. I feel like they might have both actually. I think they do. Alright, Sinclair. Oh, actually he's getting his buffs from those things. So do these guys just not do anything? Do they just stand there guarding the whole time? What's the point? Oh, okay. Wait, dude, does some of them have slash though? I feel like does Ishmael have slash maybe? Or am I thinking of another idea? Ishmael that knows his swords are blunt. Oh, yeah, crazy of me for thinking that a sword would be slash damage. It's like that one Ryoshu ID where her skill called slash does blunt damage and it's with a sword. Like, that's great. It's great. Who else would have a skill called slash that does blunt damage? Like, and with a sword. Wow, 22%. Wow, we sure did great in that. Okay. Hold on, let me check the thing I'm thinking of. It's this ID. Yeah, slash with a sword and it does blunt damage. It's great. Okay, let me check the... Let me check... Where is it? Okay, you... Do you not have multiple skills? Oh, guess you don't have multiple skill variations. Okay, so that's all blunt. What about you? All blunt as well? I really thought one of them at least had a little bit of slash. Do none of them have slash? Why did I think one of them had slash? Did I just gaslight myself into thinking one of them had slash? Could it have been... No, you didn't have slash. Why would you have slash? You don't even have swords. I feel like I remember slash being on at least one of the middle members. I don't know why. Did they change it? Was it always like that? I really feel like they had slash at some point. There's no way they didn't have slash at some point. What? I feel like this game is gaslighting me. Otis has additional damage as Pierce. Huh. I think it was on Otis. This is weird. Deal slash damage equal to... Maybe that was it? Slash damage on the coin effects? That's weird though. She this bonus slash damage. Oh, does she? Maybe that's what I was thinking of then? I don't know. Slash bonus damage, maybe it was just that. I don't know, I feel like I remember seeing slash icons for their damage type. That's weird. I don't know why I feel like I'm misremembering this. Okay, first of all, you go back to Heisha. Okay, these are my teams. These are the affinity teams, and then the status teams, damage type teams, and then general teams. What is this team? What even is this? Is this the team that I have on for support IDs? I don't know. Hello. Skill of Otis. What? Which skill is that? For Otis? Is that... Is it one of the enhanced skills? I really feel like I remember some of them being slash or pierce, just anything that wasn't blunt. I guess not though. I don't know. I feel like I'm gaslighting myself. Okay. Interesting. Alright, well, I think in the end, we can conclude that if someone needs 12 viable units, then this ID is worth it. But if they only need 11 viable units, then they can just use Liu, Honglu for the passive, and it's fine. But overall, I don't really care about this ID. I feel like the seasonal ones are much more important to Shard. Like, probably much more important to Shard. It's not a bad ID, the Cinq Honglu. Like, it's not bad at all. But it just gets outperformed. And also the fact that it's standard fare means it can be sharded next season or whenever. Whereas all of the Season 7 stuff can only be sharded this season, and then it won't be shardable in Season 8, and then it'll be shardable again in Season 9, but for all of Season 8 it just won't be shardable, and all of it is so good right now that it should really be prioritized. At least I would prioritize it. I mean, although other people can play the game how they want, because as I like to make it a point, like, this game is not so difficult that you cannot complete it without, or the game is easy enough to the point where you can complete it with whatever team you want to complete it with. Like if you really like a ID, it's usable. But some things are just less optimal than others. You shard lifetimes to Sinclair. I would. I mean, if I have enough shards for it, then maybe I will. But I wouldn't shard it before sharding the Season 7 stuff. Like, if I'm able to shard everything and I have a bunch of extra shards, then I probably would. Because it's pretty good at Uptype 5. Like, really good at Uptype 5. Passive is good too for Dawn Sinclair, but yeah. Just have to randomly get in. It's good to have a burn Honglu. Yeah. Yeah, it's really good that we finally have the first ever Burn Honglu ID. Because there's never been a Burn Honglu ID ever before. Really glad to finally have a Burn Honglu ID. What a shame that we've never had one before. Yeah, if only there was an ID that didn't roll a what was it, an 11, a 14, and a 21 on skills 1, 2, and 3, or whatever it is. We've had a passive but never an ID. Yeah, pretty much. we got overthrown. Yeah, low-key, he's still really usable for the passive, but for like chain battles, he can't fight. His numbers, they just suck. Like, he just can't do much, numbers-wise. Like, passive-wise, sure, he's fine. But if you want to use if you want to be able to use every Sinner in a fight, it's not going to go well with that ID. But, yeah. Okay. Well, I feel like I covered Honglu for quite a bit. We tested out Nerve Strike on Cinq, so we now know that the Nerve Strike effects do not stack and they only activate one of the effects at a time. So I almost said Nerve Honglu. Cinq Honglu is a little bit not as great as I thought, because I thought he was going to get 4 power up from Nerve Strike, but it doesn't go that high. It's only going to be like 1 for the first 2 and then 2 at 3, and even then only one of it's only clash power, so it's still, he clashes well, his damage will be good. His team situation though is a little bit rough. There are teams that he fits in, but they're just a little bit more niche, I guess. But if someone ends up getting him, he's not bad at all. He's good to have. I personally would just prioritize sharding Season 7 IDs though, especially since Season 7 is almost over. But if someone really wants him, I will say to people can pull to their own content. Is that the right phrase? I'm not sure. But anyways, it's a game. Have fun. Pull responsibly. But yeah. Okay, Li Hang. I'll come back to it another time. Tomorrow I want to do the anniversary stream though, so I'm not going to be doing Li Hang then. There's a few things that I wanted to do for tomorrow. There's one thing that I think I wanted to post. I think I have like 1 Twitter post scheduled. Yeah, one of my 2 Twitter posts. Just like, I don't even remember what it was. How do I explain it? It's like something I was working on, just like putting a bunch of images together over the course of or stuff from like the course of the year, like first year of streaming, just because I thought that would be cool to do. And then I wanted to talk about that in the anniversary stream tomorrow. But yeah, that's kind of that plan. And then Limbus, I'll come back to another time. But yeah, that's gonna be all for now. And thanks to anybody that stopped by. And have a good one. All right. See ya.